Hello YouTube, this is the Pokey Flame, and it's Matthew, and this is the first Wi-Fi battle of our channel, and it is against a guy named ProChap. He just challenged me, and it was a great battle, so let's get to it. So I led off with my Skarmory, and he led off with his Ampharos. Good play on his part, but I needed to get up spikes. And he actually goes for Power Gem, predicting the switch. Don't know who he expected me to switch into, but yeah, that's a prediction. So I get up another layer of spikes, but now he goes for Thunderbolt. So it's going to take down my Skarmory. But its main purpose is to set up spikes, so it's not that bad. So I'm going to go for Substitute here. But he goes for Iron Tail, surprisingly, and breaks my sub. I don't know how Ampharos can get Iron Tail.
Probably 2% black and white too.
So I'm gonna go for Leech Seed now, just so I can get more recovery. Plus it'll take some damage even when I don't attack. And Iron Tail doesn't do too much because I EV trained this Roserade a lot in HP. Yeah, so this is a Roserade stall set from that I did on my Black 2 and repeated it here. So now I go for the Toxic. So now the Ampharos is going to go for Thunder. I didn't see why they did, but they get the Paralysis hack. So yeah, that's not the best. But it will still be taking damage from the poison, and my Roserade carries the Veno Shock. But right now I'm just going to go for another Substitute. But he withdraws into his Garchomp, and this guy's whole team can Mega Evolve. But he only Mega Evolves his last Pokemon. So I go for Substitute and get it up for free. So now I think I'm gonna go for Toxic. No, I get I get fully paralyzed, so that sucks. Yeah, and I went for Toxic again. But the Dragon Rush is gonna break my sub. But I get fully paralyzed again. But yeah, I did switch out, so it wasn't paralyzed anymore. I know that might look like a shiny Garchomp, but it is not. And it hits my Clefable with Fire Blast, but that's really okay because it is extremely bulky. But this Garchomp also carries the Iron Tail, so yeah, that does a lot of damage. But I have the Minimize. Yeah, this Clefable is a staller just like my Roserade, but it gets a stall sweep a lot of the time. Yeah, when people allow me to set up. So I go for another Minimize here, so he's not going to be hitting with many attacks. So once I get out a third one, I can't. If I use any more, they won't do anything. So he goes for Iron Tail again and misses, so I go for Minimize. And just in case he does hit, I carry the Cosmic Power as well. So when I get up 6, attacks that do hit won't do too much. But this Clefable also carries Moonblast and Stored Power. Stored Power only has 20 power, but it increases by 20 every time you raise your stats. So once I'm done setting up, it'll have 260 power. Yeah, so I go for another Cosmic Power here, and surprisingly he hit with the Iron Tail. But that has really low accuracy, and it got up all 3 Minimizes, so that was pure luck.
Yeah, so after he's done setting up, it has more power than explosion.
Yeah, the stored power. Yeah, so it's really easy to sweep with this Clefable set. If you want to write it down, it's cosmic power, and stored power, Moonblast, and minimize. No egg moves in this set.
Yeah,
I really just got a random Clefable from the GTS for a Fennekin.
and it has Magic Guard and Hasty Nature.
Yeah. So the magic guard will prevent weather damage and residual damage from toxic or burn. And she hits with yet another Iron Tail, but it barely did anything.
Yeah.
So, and it carries the leftovers, and that helps it recover a lot of HP. If it didn't have the leftovers, it would have fainted. And so here is where I start sweeping with with stored power. I mean, did you see it just one-hit KO that Garchomp? So now they send out their Scizor, and it does a really surprising amount to it of damage. And it misses with a Flash Cannon. And boom, stored power. It does that much damage. It's in red now. No, just single. Yeah, so now I go ahead and take down the Scizor. So now they send out their Ampharos. It's going to get hurt by the spikes again. And stored power will one-hit KO. Obviously. Yeah, but this Clefable is a beast. And I didn't breed for IVs or anything on this. I just EV trained. I did a lot in HP, a little bit in special attack, and the rest in defense and special defense. I didn't count the exact amounts though. And you can just go for modest nature or timid or something to make this set better, but I just went ahead and made it with the Clefairy I got. Yeah. And you don't have to train it too much to get it to learn all these moves. I think the last one it learns is in it's either the 40s or the 50s actually, which is Moonblast. Yeah, but like I said, stored power is an amazing move. I mean, if you can set up, you've got the game in the bag. So I go and I don't quite KO that Alakazam. Surprisingly, that did less than it did to Scizor, so I must have a lot of EVs devoted to special defense and HP. Probably maxed them, because this cosmic power is powerful. Yeah, so I'm back in the green zone now after taking 3 Iron Tails from the Garchomp. And now they finally Mega Evolve with their last Pokemon. But it won't help them at all. Yeah, because they're just going to go for Iron Tail, they're going to miss, and they're going to go for, and I'm going to go for stored power and end the battle. So, shout out to Pro Chap, whoever you are, and I will be posting more Wi-Fi battles, so stay tuned. Goodbye, YouTube.